Good evening, beautiful people. This is Marissa Monique, and this video is a follow-up to the video I made about why men hate women. Just some other parts of this perspective. I was inspired by a video that Tony Gaskins dropped about this same subject, and I really thought about some of the things that I've read and also some of the things that some of my life coaching clients have mentioned, and just some of the conversations I've had over the years about men and women with men and women, and it just prompted some extra thoughts about this. So let me get right into it. So another reason why men may hate women is because she makes him feel insecure or inferior about his place in the world. This can manifest itself in many ways. There can be many ways that a man is also different ways that he is insecure himself. A lot of times it has to do with his self-esteem and his personal appreciation of self. It's just not up to par. And there can be many reasons why. One, sometimes it's a physical thing. You know what I'm talking about. He just feels insecure about that because in the past, when he's been in the locker rooms, he's seen what it is and what it ain't. And he feels some type of way about that, if you know what I mean. Anyway, he could be insecure because this woman that he's currently dealing with is the most beautiful and intelligent woman that has ever come into his life. And once again, because he doesn't have proper self-esteem and appreciation of himself, he doesn't feel worthy of her. Sometimes it's a money thing. I have heard of and also experienced myself as a single. You know, you end up getting to know someone for a few weeks, you ended up discussing money, and maybe the man finds out, oh, she makes, 15, 20, 30 grand more than I do a year. And all of a sudden he is greatly just kind of turned off by that and no longer feels maybe that really bothers his provider, protector spirit. And he's no longer inspired by that woman. Sometimes that makes certain men work harder. Sometimes it creates just this kind of insecurity deep in that man. And to that, it's a blow to his ego, where he feels like, you know what, like she's doing too much, or I need to be with, just because of the numbers, literally the numbers. He feels like he cannot be a king to that woman. Whereas the woman is just like, we can build together. What are you talking about? Like, that's almost even. Let's, you know what I mean? Let's come together and make more things happen and get both of our, salaries growing. So anyway, it may be that he has a strange view of partnership, or sometimes just a more traditional or antiquated view of partnership as well, and maybe sees it more of as a dictatorship. So also another thought that came to mind was that he feels that he cannot meet her needs, or that, like I said, his money is not up can't keep up with hers, that she's too good for him, that he won't be able to hold her attention in the long run. Since men are kind of competitive by nature, he compares himself with other men around him, or that he sees in the media or whatever. And he, in order to, step up in a lazy way, he tries to create ways to elevate himself. And sometimes that's very detrimental to the relationship. And so he can end up trying to kind of get her before she gets him, or there can be some gotcha tactics involved, and it can be very hurtful and very disarming for her and alarming for her. Another reason why men can hate women is because he isn't whole. And he hasn't discovered his purpose in life and grown and matured. In order for a lot of men to feel like a king and in control and generally empowered, they have to feel like Steve Harvey has mentioned this. I have to know who I am, what I do, and then maybe how I, can, what I can be to her or something like that. But anyway, because he does not know that, when he is feeling insecure, or he doesn't, like I said, he does not feel up to par, in order for him to, quote unquote, take back his power, or that his ego feels empowered, he tries to control the one thing in his life that he considers weak, malleable, and that's a woman. And so he kind of plays on a woman's apparent weakness, or her giving or nurturing spirit, as many women do have. Anyway, I'm probably going to end up making a third part of this series, because it's very important when we're thinking about just deeper levels of getting to know someone, and what may be behind the surface of someone, and what may have gone on in their background that really has defined who they are now. And it would also help us recognize, as single women and single men, you could totally flip this around and start to discover some, things about women that may need to be addressed as well. Either way, I wanted to make this video to address, once again, this group that's emerging in the community space, influencer space. There's a group of men that feel led to lead other men, and those men really aren't healthy themselves, because they are super hurt, butt hurt. They are part of that red pill, MGTOW community. They're seeking to control desperate, insecure, beautiful women through sexual pleasure, manipulation, and this includes financial, emotional, spiritual, mental, familial manipulation as well. This group of men is angry and has created a culture of hating women simply because they do not want to grow and mature and date properly with, honor and respect. What women need to understand is that you don't have to choose a man like this or partner with a man like this. This man needs to grow. This man needs to mature. And as you do your part in asking questions and getting to understand him and learn his reactions, you can expose this type of character and then decide, hey, it's not for me. I'm going to move on. Anyway, I hope this video served you well. Please like it, subscribe, share it with other people. Feel free to comment, be respectful in the comments. I do not mind deleting anyone at all. Very serious about it. Anyway, I hope that we can continue this conversation. I'm probably going to make another part. Take care.